Okay, here we go. Player ratings time. Go get it, baby. Now, I haven't put any numbers on this, so this might be a long video, alright? We'll start with Karius. Karius, that's about all I had to say about him for a while. Again, people are concerned. I had one comment. Pardon me for not remembering who it is. I don't have it up right now. Great comment in one of my vids. I think it was the last reaction video about Karius, and person saying that they're not comfortable, not feeling too comfortable with Karius in there. Not too secure was the word. Not too secure. I agree with that. However, he hasn't really been tested. But the times where the goals have gone in, to his defense, they are kind of fast and not easy to save for sure. A lot of those, or whatever those goals were that went in, I remember them all being, not likely that you're going to save those. That being said, you got to at least move or try. You got to get your arms out there. I used to play keeper. I'm good at sports. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn here or nothing, but I know. You can't fool me. You got to put that effort in there. Like, remember that guy, Danny Ward? Like, that guy, I haven't seen him play many matches, for when we were playing him. But I like that kind of a goalkeeper who's ready to go, who's moving, or like the Burnley goalkeeper in that match against United. Like, that's what I'm talking about. So, Karius, that's what I think we're missing here. Now, is it just a matter of the positive that he hasn't had, hasn't been pelted, meaning we have a bad defense and bad midfield, do you really want to see a goalkeeper get tested like that? I don't, because that means we're probably going to draw some matches or lose, if we're under that kind of pressure. That being said, Mignolet's proven himself in those moments, but he's very weak on the simplicity of goalkeeping. So anyway, this is a player ratings vid, so I'm not going to get too into that, but that's my Karius opinion. I do like him though, and he's not bad. It's just I haven't seen much yet, and from what I have seen, but he did have some positives. He did a lot of good things. He does clear the ball pretty well. He was messing around for a couple matches, but I don't know if that was nerves or maybe Klopp had to ream him a bit and say, hey, buddy, kick the ball out. That's our number one issue that we had, last season, and especially the season before, was just clearing the ball out on defense or the keeper doing it. I'll give him a rating. I know this is a long intro for Carey for the video here. 7 positives, 3 minuses, but he was not stellar, yet not a lot of, the saves he made weren't the hardest saves in the world. Okay, so I'm going to give Karius maybe like a 6. Let's give him a 6. As for our defense, Klein, no negatives, all positives. I mean, I gotta give Klein a 9, and there's no negatives. Again, like, when there's no negatives, I sometimes want to give guys a light 10, because they deserve it, but, I know how that'll look with a lot of you player ratings junkies out there, some hardcore Raiders out there, Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, it's your joke of the day. On to Lovren. So, what are you doing, Lovren, man? Come on, like... I love how he got the goal back. It was awesome, no doubt. Then he screwed up again. Aside from all that, like, you take away those 2 mistakes, which are huge, going to affect his rating big time. He had a good performance. He was doing great things. But those 2 horrible things, that kills the team. 2 goals, man. So I'm going to have to give Lovren, even with the goal, a 6. That makes sense, yeah. Those 2 goals, you got to knock them down pretty hard. And that's what I'm willing to do. Again, for me, a 6 is not a good rating at all. Matip, sensational. No minuses that I could see. He had the epic header to put us ahead, the crucial header, the Matip goal, or Matip. I just say Matip. And yeah, I'm going to give Matip, he deserves at least a 9. But Klein had more positives. I'll give Matip a 9. Matip was sensational. Alberto Moreno, go get it. James Milner, the Ultimate Warrior, has been doing really well in that position, and I still want the Ultimate Warrior in that position, as I'm sure most, if not all of you do. That being said, Moreno, well done. You have the most positives that I recorded from any player in the match. 1 minus, and of course the assist. I'm giving Moreno a 9.5. I mean, arguably man of the match. For positive things, he is the man of the match in my opinion. Coutinho has we all know Coutinho's the man of the match by now. He has 2 assists. Yes, that will sway, what I was really pushing for, kind of, I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of contenders for this. There's at least 4 or 5 guys who deserved it in my opinion in this match. I would have said Coutinho, Firmino, Lallana, Henderson. Well, maybe not Lallana. Maybe not man of the match, but he was still good. Moreno. Chan, no. 4. There were 4 guys. And Matip, too. Yeah. So, anyways, that's just a little extra stuff for you guys there. Moreno's rating, 9.5. Not man of the match, but really well. Really well performance. Really good performance. I'm very happy to see him do well. You got to think positive, guys. Don't trash our guys. It's okay to criticize him, ream him out. I've done it many times, and people got mad at me, and I understand, But you gotta come good. You gotta, be flexible. If Klopp's giving him a chance, then you guys can't say anything. All right? You can say what you want, but you know what I mean. All right? That's what I'm saying. So that's that. On to Henderson. Great, sensational. No minuses for Henderson. An assist, beautiful assist to Firmino. I got to give Henderson a 9.5 as well. I mean, I could give it 10 if it wasn't. That's the thing, I'm biased sometimes on my own rating systems based on the result and the overall team performance. I will give Henderson a 9.5. It's well deserved. On to Emre Can. Emre Can, doing much better. I gave him a hard time in one of the other videos, saying it was his fault that we lost against United. It's a harsh statement. I don't mean it that way. Whatever I said, however I said it, it wasn't all his fault. I just meant that he stagnates our offense at times. Now, that being said, since that match and that criticism, I have not seen the same problematic Emre Can. I've seen the Emre Can that I want to see, that is, Stallion. Stallion mode, 9, 10 rating a match kind of Emre Can. So yeah, I'm happy with Can. He did have 2 minuses, 2 kind of silly things he did in the match that I didn't like. He had the goal, and 6 positives, 7 including the goal. I have to give Can, even with the goal, honestly, I got to give him an 8.5 out of respect to the other guys who didn't have minuses, like Klein or Matip, Henderson. That's why. But Can was great. Aside from those 2 mistakes, was rather sensational, I must say. So I'm happy with Can, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. We're correcting the issues. Mistakes are going to happen. Players are going to have their glitches and their issues, but Klopp is not a passive manager, at least where it counts. He's a wise manager, and he'll address what needs to be addressed. He doesn't sugarcoat things. He gives people other chances, but he gets in there, and gets in there, does the dirty work, does the work that other managers, plastic managers, will just sit there and they're afraid of the players, or they're just, whatever they're doing, or they're pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. There are managers that are just not, they're uninvolved. They're not involved with the club, and they've lucked out having lots of stars a lot of these managers, I think, over the years. But Klopp is a perfect example of how you can come in with any team and you still do the work. You know, you still have to. It's amazing watching this, guys. I'm learning so much, and it's very encouraging. Makes me want to be a manager, kind of a thing. You know, I don't think that'll be a reality. I have too many other endeavors in life as well going on, but it's exciting, you know. And I know I'm getting off here. This is, this is player ratings, but this is what it's about, guys. Klopp is really, really to take a lot of credit, and I know he won't because he's very humble, but he deserves so much credit for how our guys are playing. You know, ultimate versions of themselves. Okay, the Ultimate Warrior, James Milner. If you guys remember, Southampton 6-1. I remember the reaction video name was Everybody's Klopp's Son. It was a great, great header there. Great title for that reaction video back when I used to do it that way. And the other thing that came to me was he's got everybody playing like ultimate versions of themselves, and that's what we've been seeing a lot of the times. That's what I want to see. So that's the direction I think we're headed in, because all the negatives seem to be, being addressed. He's doing his job. I mean, this should be a video on its own, what I just delved into there. So I know we're 11 minutes in. I know this is a lengthy video. I'll wrap it up. Extra content for you guys. I still have a lot of ratings to do. So, Lallana, no negatives. People apparently were not too happy with Lallana. I'm sure that's just like one or two people. Most LFC fans, come on. I mean, they gotta know. So, Lallana was great. I have no minuses for him. I will give Lallana an 8. That's my rating for Lallana. No problems. And he's coming back from an injury still. Mane was great. 1 minus, which was the miss. High energy, burning on all cylinders. Just, not as many positives I marked for him today, so I'm going to give Mane a 7.5. Mane was still good, though. I just don't have a lot more to mark him by within this, these markings I have here. Coutinho was really, really sensational. He had 2 assists, man of the match. I have no minuses for him. I have 10 positives. I'm going to give Coutinho a 9.5. And Firmino, last but not least, has a great goal. I wanted a Firmino goal in that match, and it happened. And all positives, no minuses. Yeah, that's 8 positives. So, yeah, Firmino deserves a 9.5 as well. Yeah. Between Firmino, Coutinho, Henderson, Moreno, Matip, they all were worthy of man of the match, and Coutinho got it. So that's about it. That's the player ratings vid. I'm so glad you guys are watching my videos. Thank you so much. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, that's it. I can't think of anything else. We're almost at 14 minutes. Go get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Have a good one. Go get it.